Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with all of you one of my most requested videos, that is 3 simple and easy one pot Indian dinner recipes. On days when you're running late and are looking for quick fixes, these 3 recipes are going to come in super handy for you. They're all very easy to make and at the same time are healthy, nutritious and are delicious in taste as well. So let's begin. The first recipe for today is sprouted moong dal khichdi, which is something that my mom just taught me, and it's very easy and very healthy to eat. So for this I'm going to start with chopping half an onion. You can add a little more if you like the taste of onions a lot. Next I'm going to chop one whole green chili. I'm going to make it into really small pieces. Next I'm going to chop a few cloves of garlic. And in the end, I'm going to chop some coriander leaves as well. Once all the chopping is done, we're going to go ahead and wash the required amount of rice. For now, I'm using about 2 cups of rice. And my mom here is helping me wash the rice first. She's in town and she's visiting me for a few days, and I'm going to be sharing a lot of her recipes with you. So once the rice is all washed up, we're going to start making the recipe. For this, in a pressure cooker, I've taken a little bit of oil. To that, I'm going to add the fresh garlic pods. Give it a good stir. Next we're going to add the onions. Mix this up really well as well. Let the onions cook for about 5 minutes. And then add chopped coriander leaves. Again, give this whole thing a good stir. And then we're going to add some homemade sprouted moong. Next we're going to add the washed rice to this. I'm using brown rice here, but you can use regular white rice as well. Mix all of this up quickly. Add all the seasonings. So first I'm going to add some salt, some turmeric powder, and a little bit of Kashmiri red chili powder. Let all the spices mix well with the rice and the moong dal. And then we're going to add in the required amount of water. So the general measurement for water here is that for about 1 cup of rice that you've added, you add about 2.5 cups of water. Once all the water is added, you can go ahead, give it a good stir and then close the lid of the pressure cooker. And let this cook for about 4 whistles. After 4 whistles, when we open the pressure cooker, we'll find that the khichdi is completely done. Give it a good stir to see that the rice and the dal and everything is cooked up really well. And then we're going to go ahead and serve this in a bowl. Having your main meals like lunch and dinner in bowls is a wonderful way to control the portion sizes. For some garnishing, I'm going to add some coriander leaves on top of this. And then for some extra crunch, I'm going to add some sprouted moong to this as well. In the end, I'm going to drizzle a little bit of desi ghee on this. And the moong dal khichdi with sprouted moongs is ready. I love having this with some homemade red chutney. The recipe for that is coming up really soon. Doesn't it look super appetizing and wonderful? Okay, so moving on to the next recipe now. This is mutter paneer pulao. My mom is going to make this whole recipe in this video. So we're going to start off with chopping about 1 whole onion, medium sized. Next we're going to chop up some pudina leaves or mint leaves. Make sure that you don't skip this because this adds a blast of flavor. Next we're going to chop up about 100 grams of paneer into small cubes. You can use a little more paneer or a little less paneer depending on your liking for this. It's always advised to use fresh paneer. And next we're going to go ahead and chop some coriander leaves as well. Last thing for this recipe, we're going to chop up one whole tomato as well, medium sized. And that's it, all the preparations done. So let's start making it. So in a pot, we're going to pour in a little bit of oil. Next, we're going to add whole spices. So first thing we're adding is jeera or cumin seeds. Then some black pepper pods. Some cloves or long. A little bit of elaichi, this is completely optional. And some javitri or mace. Let all the whole spices cook up really well in the oil. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the chopped onions. Let the onions cook in the oil properly for about 2 to 3 minutes or till it becomes golden brown. Next, we're going to add about a tablespoon of ginger garlic paste. And then we're going to add in the tomatoes. Mix all these ingredients really well and let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on a high flame. Next, we're going to add in the chopped mint leaves or pudina leaves. And then we're going to add in the coriander leaves as well. Again, giving it a good stir. Time to add all the seasonings. So we're starting with salt, some turmeric powder, some red chili powder, some Kashmiri red chili powder. Give all this a good mix. And then we're going to add in the pulao masala from Shan Masala range. You can use pulao masala from any other brand as well, but I just prefer using the Shan Masala mix because it's very delicious. Mix all the masalas up very well. Make sure that the masalas are properly cooked. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the peas. I'm using frozen peas here, but you can always use fresh peas as well. And then we're going to add in the chopped paneer pieces. Let the paneer cubes get mixed up very well with the whole masala. And then we're going to add in about 2 tablespoons of dahi or fresh yogurt. Make sure whenever you add the dahi, you add it on a low flame so that it doesn't curdle up. Once the dahi is all mixed up, we're going to go ahead and add in our rice. So again, I'm using brown rice here, but you can use regular white rice as well. Brown rice is obviously preferred because it's healthier and has more fiber content. So we're going to let the rice fry up with all of the other ingredients for about 1 minute. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the required amount of water. So the water measurement here is about 2 cups of water for 1 cup of rice. And then cover it up with the lid and let this cook for about 10 minutes. So I let it cook for about 15 minutes because that's how long it took. And then I'm going to go ahead and check if this is completely done. And while stirring, I figured out that this was nicely done and the entire water was all soaked up. So I'm going to go ahead and switch off the gas. Time to serve this. Again, I'm going to serve this in a bowl because bowls are a wonderful way to do portion control. For about 1 serving, you can have about 2 whole spoonfuls of this. And that's it, the delicious mutter paneer pulao is ready. It's so easy to make yet so delicious. You can have it with some fresh chutney or some dahi as well. And the last recipe that I'm sharing in this video is called dal dhokri. It's a Gujarati specialty, which means dal with some wheat dumplings in it. It is absolutely delicious and so healthy. So let's begin. So for this, first we're going to start off by making the dal. So in a pressure cooker, I've added about a tablespoon of ghee. To that we're going to add some cumin seeds. Next we're going to break and add some whole red chilies, dried ones. I'm adding about 5 here, but you can add more or less depending on your appetite for spicy food. And then we're going to sprinkle in some hing or asafoetida. Make sure that you don't skip this because it adds a lot of flavor. Give all this a good stir. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some peanuts. Now this peanuts as well adds a wonderful flavor to the whole recipe, so make sure that you don't skip this. Mix the peanuts really well with the rest of the masala. And then we're going to go ahead and add in some tur dal or arhar dal or the yellow split lentil. Once the dal gets nicely mixed up with the rest of the masala, we're going to go ahead and add in the required amount of water. So the water measurement is about 3 cups of water for 1 cup of dal. And then for seasoning, we're going to add in some turmeric powder, some red chili powder, and some salt. Mix all of this up really well. And then put the lid on for the pressure cooker and let this cook for about 2 whistles. While the dal is cooking, we're going to start making the dumplings that we're going to add in that. So for dumplings, we're using the regular atta that we use for roti. And then we're going to roll it into small puri-like rolls, and then we're going to shape it into dumplings of our choice. So this is one choice of shape here. If you think this is too much work, there's another one that you can do. For this, all you have to do is roll the dough into one roti-sized circle, and then we're going to chop it like how my mom is doing it in the video here. We're going to make it into small diamond-like shapes. And that's it. We're going to keep this on the side and we'll add it later. So after about 2 whistles, we're going to go ahead and open the pressure cooker and see how the dal looks like. So this is exactly how we want the dal to be. We don't want it to be completely cooked because we're going to add in the dumplings and we're going to pressure cook it again. So for that, you will want the dal to be almost done but not completely done. At this point, we're going to go ahead and add in our dumplings here. And because this is a Gujarati recipe, Gujjus love to have their food a little sweet, so I'm going to add in about a tablespoon of jaggery, but this is completely optional. But I would totally suggest you to add it and try it with that little bit of a sweet flavor. It gives a wonderful flavor to the whole recipe. Mix it up and then we're going to close the lid and let it cook for 2 more whistles. So after about 2 more whistles, the whole dal dhokri will be completely done. As you can see here, the dal is completely cooked and the dumplings have also become nice and steamy. Time to serve. Again, I'm going to add it to the same bowl that I use for having my lunches and my dinners. This Gujarati dish, according to me, is a whole meal in itself. It has a lot of protein because of the dal and at the same time a lot of complex carbohydrates because of the whole wheat atta. Now for the garnishing, I'm going to go ahead and add in some chopped coriander. And for some added nutrition and flavor, I'm going to add in some chopped nuts. And in the end, I'm going to go ahead and add in some roasted pumpkin seeds. And that's it. This delicious, super filling and very healthy dinner option is ready. Make sure that you give this recipe a try. I'm sure you'll find it hearty and delicious. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you find this video useful. If you do let me know in the comment section which of these was your favorite recipe, and make sure that you give this a big thumbs up. If you're on this channel for the first time, please consider subscribing here because I make videos every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday and Friday. I'll see you next time with more of my mom's recipes. Bye bye.